It's the Cursing Seamstress back again. I'm sorry I've been away for quite a while. Let me adjust my camera and see if I can get it a little bit closer to me. Alright, I don't think I've made a video in quite a while, and I've had an awful lot going on. I made some notes and I'll refer to those in a minute, but it's been a really hectic couple of months. I have a farm and it flooded a couple of times, and in the middle of the two floods my brother died, and so that was pretty difficult. Also, my mother is 86 years old, and so I spend quite a bit of time making sure that she's okay and helping her get to appointments and get her medical needs met. So, but in the interim, I think I was a bit motivated, energized, especially after my brother's death, to keep busy. And so I have done quite a bit of sewing, and I wanted to share some of the things I've made. I tend to get an idea that really works, and I will just continue to make that same sort of item. I did that with the little zippered pouches for makeup and medications and things like that. I did a ton of those and gave them away as gifts and things. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I did some covers for wine bottles, and now my latest jag are pillow covers. And if you look at Walmart and some of the sewing stores, you'll see that there are pillow forms that are in standard sizes. So these are for decorative pillows, not pillowcases for pillows that you sleep on. And I think at my Walmart, it's in a very small town, but it seems like 16 by 16, 18 by 18, and then there's an oblong size, and I don't remember what that is. I wrote it down. But you can look, you can go online at Walmart and look up pillow forms and see the sizes. And what I do to make my pillow covers is I add an inch to each side. So if it's an 18 by 18 pillow form, I cut 19 by 19. That leaves a ½ inch on all sides. And if I'm putting in a zipper, which I've been doing lately on the covers that I've made, on the second piece that I cut out, I will add an extra inch to one side. So if it's an 18 by 18 pillow, the first square would be cut as 19 by 19. The next one would not be a square, it would be a rectangle, and it would be 19 by 20. So I would add that extra inch. You could add an extra inch and a half if you want to. That's just for the zipper, because what you'll do, the second piece that you cut for your pillow, you will cut it across the middle, and that will be the place where your zipper goes, and you will install the zipper just as you would install it for any other thing. The only thing different would be that you would stitch across both ends of the zipper, and just to stabilize it a little bit, because that would be your access hole to put in your pillow form. You don't have to use the pillow forms from Walmart or Joann's. You will likely be able to find pillows that you have already that you can stuff into the pillow covering. Even if it's a tight squeeze, it actually sometimes makes a better pillow. So I'm going to put my glasses on, and I want to show you some of the things that I've done. I just finished this one. The big thing that I've been doing is I have been making my own piping. I started out by just using the store-bought piping by Wright's. I don't remember how much it is. It's a little over $1, I think, and for one package. So I think your colors are kind of limited: black, white, yellow, blue, red. But anyway, I actually just made this. This is fabric from Walmart, and it's just it was inexpensive. I think it was maybe $3 a yard, if that. It's a off-white color. It's medium weight, it's not heavy at all. It's all cotton. It holds up really well. Excuse me, my allergies and I've had a cold. Just easy to stitch with. Of course, I pre-wash everything and dry it in the dryer. And the thing that I do is I embroider something on the front. And I believe this pattern was from Urban Threads. So I embroidered that after I cut out my square. And I put the piping on the front square piece. And it's so easy to do. I do have a piping foot. It's a special foot that is hollowed out, where when you sew the piping part, the bump of the piping just threads through that little hollow part of the foot so easily, and it makes such a nice straight stitch right up close to the piping itself. So I do that, and then I like to curve the edges of my pillows, and I do that by using a plate, or actually what I use is the top of a coffee container, the plastic lid. I just usually use those anyway. I save those and use them to put water in for my dogs. So I round it and then cut it before putting that piping on. To put piping around a 90-degree angle is not something that you want to do. So I prepare this square, and then again the back side is a little bit longer because you cut it in half and you prepare your zipper, and that's what I did here. The zipper is interesting. It's a lavender zipper. I went to Habitat for Humanity and got, I think, probably 25 zippers. They were all lavender. They were all, I don't know, 22 inches long. I'm going to ignore my phone for the moment. And so I got a ton of lavender zippers for $1. So I've set about using them. So it's a lavender zipper, but it just works so well. So that's this design with the red piping that I made. So if you're interested in making your own piping, it's not difficult to do. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. All right, so that's it. I forgot where I left off, but I did have to answer the telephone. So this one, this pillow form, I think this is a 18 by 18. And I digitized this by myself. I use a program called embroidery. If you're interested in starting to digitize your embroidery designs, I really recommend it. It's wonderful. They offer a trial version that's free. You can download and play with it for 30 days. And if you have any experience at all with doing, I don't know, PowerPoint or I forgot the other Microsoft program that they have. But if you're familiar with working with graphics at all, it's not a difficult transition to make to using the program. But anyway, I did this. I have a sister-in-law who lives in Texas. She and her husband. So I digitized this. It's the logo for it's a state seal of Texas. And I used the pre-bought black piping on this. This one is stuffed. I just used my own pillow that I had to stuff this with, and it's nice and fat. The pillow is probably bigger than what the size of the pillow covering is. And again, I did put a zipper in the back. It's a lavender zipper, as all of them are, but it really doesn't show. It's on the back. It doesn't matter. But I love the way that turned out. It's definitely not perfect, and I had to stay with it while I was embroidering it, but it just came out really well. So this is going to be one of her Christmas presents. All right, so I am a bit of an Anglophile, and as was my brother, and as I was doing some designs for his two grown children, I did this one, and it came out pretty nice. For those of you who do digitize, something happened. This design ended up being split, and I think I had my hoop size set incorrectly when I was digitizing it. And then when it actually saved in the program, it split it, and it didn't need to. It was my fault. But this is it. Again, this is self-digitized. It's the British flag, and I used store-bought piping. I got some piping from Habitat for Humanity. They had a box for $5 that was full of piping and a bunch of other stuff. So, and again, I've got my lavender zipper in the back that you really can't see. But this design ended up being a little bit dense, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to give it away, I'm pretty sure. All right, in the spirit of Christmas, I did a design for a friend of mine. This fabric is also from Walmart. It's a gray Waverly fabric. Walmart carries a Waverly line. It's just a really pretty Christmas design. I like the way that gray and yellow look together. I also like the way gray and pink look together. I did white piping on this one. This was store-bought piping. This one I did, instead of a zipper, I did an envelope style. And you just would, instead of the back being cut an extra inch longer to allow for a zipper, you want to cut it probably about 6 inches longer so that you can fold it. You can fold it over. I think you probably know, if you're an experienced sewer, you know what a pocket or an envelope pillow is. You just stick in your pillow form in here, and it works really well too. You save on you save a little bit of fabric when you use a zipper, but these are wonderful too. I don't know which I like better, really. This I did for my sister. I think this is a 16 by 16, and it's another Christmas design. This is from Urban Threads. Also, it's kind of a red work kind of thing. And I did make my own piping here. I have a ton of green fabric. It's all cotton, and so I made this piping. And again, it's got the lavender zipper in the back. You can put the zipper, it doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. It can be off. There's no reason to have it exactly in the middle, so you can play with that if you want to. So this came out, I think, pretty well. And this one I'm really proud of. This, I used that same Waverly Gray fabric, but for the piping I used fabric that I had bought to make a skirt with from, I'm trying to think what fabric store it was, and I just love this fabric. It's a gold color, and it's got the same colored medium to dark gray mixed in there. And I didn't have a lot left, but I did have enough to make this this piping with. And this is a bee pattern, and this also, I think, is from Urban Threads. Most of my patterns come from Urban Threads, or they come from Embroidery Library. So that just came out great. And again, this has the zipper in the back, and you can see it's not centered. I didn't center it on purpose. So, but I just thought this was pretty. I played with the colors a little bit in here. I'm real pleased with that. That's also a gift. So I sometimes make things, contribute things for our local animal shelter. Here it's called PAWS, P-A-W-S, and so my thought is that this is going to be a part of their auction whenever they have it again, to be able to raise money for them. So this I did digitize. It is a dog, and I also did this with pre-purchased or pre-made piping, and this is an envelope style pillow cover. I overlapped it. I probably could have overlapped it a little bit more. Overlapped it probably 1.5 inches. 2 inches would, I think, have been better. So that's just really cute cute dog. So, and I know someone who has a Chihuahua, and so I digitized this on my own. I didn't buy the design, and it came out okay. It's a cute little Chihuahua. No, I like her, or him. And this again is with the gray Waverly fabric. It's the pre-made piping, and again it's the lavender zipper in the back. I just think it's adorable. It's really cute, and so that's that. And I think that's about it. I will show you, when my brother died, I made some pillows with his name and his date of birth and death on it. I made one for, all of them were the zippered covers except for one, and I have that. I was just going to show you, this is just a pillow, not a cover, but I'll just show you. And it has my brother's name on it, and I put some lyrics from a song called Blackbird by the Beatles, and it says, "You were only waiting for this moment to be free," and I put a little picture of a blackbird flying. So came out great. I used the pre-purchased piping on that, and I used the colors white, black, and yellow on that. So thought that came out pretty well too. And I think that's it. If you all, I'm going to try to insert some other designs that I either created myself or that I bought and stitched out and made pillow covers for. I'll try to put those in the form of pictures because I've already mailed those out. If you want to see a video of my actually cutting out the squares and the rectangles for these pillow covers, let me know. I'll be happy to make a detailed video. It's not difficult to do at all, and it's lots of fun. They make wonderful gifts. You know, you can have a pillow in your house on your couch that you just rotate the cover depending on the season. You can go, you know, all 4 seasons, and you can even do some little birthday designs, whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later.